Department of Justice making a move on Maine. Let's bring in back Jonathan Turley. Jonathan, your thoughts now that you saw the case?
Well, I think that Maine has a serious problem on their hands. You know, there is no entitlement to federal funds. Now, the Supreme Court says that the government cannot commandeer states. So the government can, in a heavy-handed way, violate the Constitution. But it was in Rumsfeld versus Fair that the Supreme Court voted unanimously to say that federal funds could be withheld from states for the failure to comply with federal law. Now, in that case, there was a thing called the Solomon Amendment. In this case, they're arguing, look, this is Title IX. And in 1972, certainly, the drafters had no intention of extending the definition of gender this far. The irony is that just this week, the British High Court ruled on their Equality Act that transgender individuals do not meet the definition of a woman or the definition of sex. And so that ruling just came down within the last 24 hours from one of our allies. Yeah. So this is an issue that other countries are grappling with as well.
But Jonathan, do you think this is going to force, to that point, the Supreme Court to rule what is a man and what is a woman? Because there's no way this can be enforced unless we finally get that definition, right?
That's exactly right, and I think this is heading their way, like so many other things. This is going to force them, in all likelihood, to deal with this conclusively. They've had opinions on both sides. It's not clear where the majority stands in past cases. This will force the issue. And I expect that the Trump administration has an advantage, at least on some of this, and a major part of this funding.
Right. Yep, they do have an idea what a man and woman is. That's more than a lot of other people.
Jonathan, if you look at the cover of the New York Post, it says, "A Tish best served cold." It's about Letitia James, who, remember, took
the Attorney
General who put President Trump on trial, and it cost him $454 million. That was the judgment. Well, now she is being hit with a federal criminal referral for alleged mortgage fraud. Apparently, she has this house in Virginia. Is that the state, right? And she put her dad as her husband. She's being accused of that on the form. What were some other things that
her main resident as Virginia?
That's right. She put her main resident.
There were a bunch of mistakes.
So is that illegal? What happens here?
It is illegal. There are people who are prosecuted for listing residences as their principal residence in order to secure loans. There was just such a case last week. In Baltimore, the district attorney was convicted of a similar case. There are plenty of these fraud cases that are brought by the Department of Justice. Now, obviously, the irony here is crushing, but this is an attorney, a New York Attorney General, who said that these are not just technicalities, that they will enforce adherence to these types of rules. She also said that Trump, in his case, could not claim that third parties filled out these forms. She said, you are ultimately responsible for documents filed under your name.
Ooh. Sure. So, Jonathan, you know, when you take out an application on a mortgage, you know, which becomes public record if it's a mortgage through public facilities, and you write down your job title is Attorney General, State of New York. Yeah, my primary residence is in the Commonwealth of Virginia. You would think that that would be a head scratcher. But to your point about third parties filling out forms, do you think she's going to come back and say, look, I had somebody do that, they made some mistakes, my bad?
Yeah, that dog won't hunt. Because James shot that dog. I mean, the fact is that when Trump was up, that was one of the arguments that she said she found no credence at all. I mean, this is like Donald Trump saying that a house in Pennsylvania is his principal residence as opposed to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. There's a serious problem with that. Now, one of the things that is raised in this referral is that each of these errors or false statements work to the advantage of getting better terms on the loans. Right. Now, there's another another irony here. You know, James used a New York statute against Trump that didn't even require there to be a victim, that no one lost a dime in the Trump case. And James said it didn't matter. She wanted more than the $500 million in that fine, even though the banks wanted more business with Trump. In this case, they will be able to argue that these were false statements that worked to her advantage. Now, the Supreme Court just ruled on one of these statutes it's a section 1014, but it narrowed the definition, but this would still meet that definition. These are direct false statements.
Wow. So in 83 and 2000, she had her dad as co-signer and listed him as her spouse.
Sounds like she's in trouble.
That doesn't sound right.
All right. Jonathan, thank you very much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.